Hi again. So I'll be making a review about the 0.7 F1 foil slalom race sail, which Johan Søe has used pretty well on Fuerteventura and at Lake Garda. So I've brought 3 of them, 7.8, 6.8, 5.8, and yeah, I've sailed them all a little bit, and now I'm just gonna show you something about how it rigs and what my opinion is about it. So no further ado, here it is. We'll look at the 7.8. It's the one I've been using the most. And first off, it's a really tight fitting bag, but it's okay. Material lightweight and very thin. And yeah, there's a compartment here for the Allen key and some spacers. Yeah, and that's it. And as you notice right away, the mast pocket is super wide. Doesn't show so good in this photo. I'll just try to move it a little bit so you can see. It's giga. So I haven't tried filling it up with water and upholding it. I won't do that. So yeah. As it rigs on the other tag, you have to get the 0.7 extensions or the Severn extensions or some off-brand extensions. This one has a double cleat, so it works on both tags. So if you switch from 0.7 again to the other brand, you can use it. So that's, I think we could call it an open source extension. So that's nice, aluminium, heavy, but yeah, durable. So there's a quick extension tuning, and it says 34. And if you give it 34 on the 7.8, it's way too long. So I asked a friend of mine, and he says 32, and then about 1 centimeter between the rolls on the sail and the rolls on the extension. And the friend who told me that is doing pretty good in the World Cup. So secret pro tip for the 7.8, 32, 1 cm between the rolls, and it works. I have tried it. Yeah. So I got the mast also. I opted for the 80% carbon because Cookie is writing on his website, if you crash, then probably the carbon 100 will break at some point, and they recommend this one, and it's about 200-250 grams of extra weight. So yeah, so I went with the recommendations as I crash a little bit from time to time. Yeah. Jeg lige ved at optage.
Cut.
And as you probably know, the 0.7 race sails only have they only have 3 cams, so not 4 cams, only 3. So normally when I rig a race sail, I give like to here and pop the cambers on. But with this wide mast sleeve, I found that you can only put the two lower cams on, and then you have to give a little bit more downhaul, and then you can pop the top one on. So I'll just try it now. See, I've even given a bit too much. So now I'll just give it a little bit more. So it actually goes pretty easy. You just have to do a step more. So I will just get it all the way. Check. There's 1.5 cms. So just give it the extra. The sail almost gets all the way here. But that's how it works. So the loft pocket doesn't compare to the Patrick foil sail, where it's like this all the way. Here it's more loose, and yeah, it's not as pretty to look at, but yeah, the leech, but it works. So what can you say? When something works, doesn't have to be pretty. I've tried with spaces a little bit, doesn't iron it out, and if you put too much tension on the battens, the rotation gets worse. So, but the rotation from the get-go is really nice on this sail. So I just check. Yeah, and also it needs kind of a lot of tack strap. Otherwise it's too loose on the lower end, but that's made pretty nice. There's a bit of Velcro here. Yeah, and it should fit down here, but then it falls off, so you have to put it here, and then you can't get to the release button, but you'll work it out. So now there's some tension lower down, and yeah. So that's how it rigs. So you get this nice Allen key for the batten, and also with each sail you get an extra batten tensioner if you lose it or it breaks. That's a nice feature. And as you can see, we have the Italian flag here, also a nice feature, also on my AV boards, and everything Italian has to be a little bit made with passione. So compared to every other sail, luckily they put it on here. As you can see, you have to turn the other way than on every other sail brand. But yeah, Bella Italia. And the Allen key is of course smaller than every other brand, so it doesn't fit your fin box, and yeah, but it's okay. It works and it's fine, and they have placed, oops, yeah, it works, it's fine, and yeah, and as you can see, the battens are, what did you say, they switch side in the sail, the batten pockets, so it shouldn't be like every other good sail brand, so it shouldn't be that asymmetrical, the sail, so that is a good thing. And yeah, you can see the leech has to be pretty loose, I think, for a foil sail, but you get used to that and then it's everything fine. Yeah, 2 holes for the clue. I've only tried the upper one, so there's no there's a mast protector, but it's really thin, and for foiling where you have to do uphaul from time to time, it will probably, yeah, it can be a bit hard on the board when it's not so well padded. So for foil sails, I think a bit more padding, but maybe that will screw up the aerodynamics. So yeah, and there's a little pocket for the lines, and there's a nice solid rubber thingy here to protect the sail from abrasion from the board. So yeah, that's fine. Yeah, and the last thing, there's a nice, this is humongously long. It's like you have so much range on it, but yeah, I think they should have started it here, up here, but yeah, who knows. So nice with neoprene fibers and metal, but yeah. And here you can see the cambers, and they're pretty, yeah, with rolls, and yeah, nice logo, and easy to remove and put spacers on. So why there's also some tape on it, probably to protect the insides of the sail. So yeah, the rest of it goes. Yeah. Yeah, now the sun comes up. Yeah, that's the features of the sail. So all the action shots were done with the 5.8 and the medium F4 slalom wing. Just if you were curious. The sails, all of them, has a really amazing rotation straight off the back. You don't have to do anything. And yeah, that means quite a lot for foil racing sailors. Sometimes you don't have any wind at the jibe, so you really like to have some easy rotation. So there it scores really high, better than the Patrick I tested and better than my Avanti sails. The sail is really stable, as you can see on the shots. The wind was really gusty, so 5.8 was both overpowered and underpowered. It switched a lot on the photos. I did a personal best, almost 31 knots on the 2 seconds and about 30 on the 10 seconds. And yeah, the sails, they are stable. You have not very much backhand pressure when the gust comes, so you can stay pretty stable. And also I found that even with the small size, as you can see here, pumping it just works. I don't know if it's a high aspect ratio or something, so it just works. So I think it's a really nice sail. It works very well. As I said before, I haven't filled the mast pocket completely with water. I think it will be very difficult to get out of the water as it's really big, but you just have to be quick when you fall and get it off the water instantaneously. So, but it's yeah, I'm looking forward. I've done 29 knots on the 7.8 without any problems or hassles, so I'm really looking forward to see how much I can push, especially on the 5.8 with a smaller front wing and some higher winds, and see how my personal best will be. Yeah, so here you can see it's not the best jibe, as I'm staying through first quite a lot, but the rotation is just, yeah, even in no wind. So yeah, enjoy the last action shots. One last thing, when you jibe, the black monofilm sometimes just shows you a reflection of yourself, depends on the lighting, so it can be difficult to spot the waves in front of you.